It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What's up, heroes? This is Charlie, and this is Hero Wars Central, and this is a video about glyphs. A common question that I get all the time is, I'm leveling this hero. What glyphs should I level up first? Should I do them all at once, evenly? Should I level one, then the next, then the next? First of all, to get it out of the way, there's a cap to the glyphs, and it goes up as you, I believe, as you level up your hero, or maybe it's actually it's whenever you reach a higher hero level, you get more and more glyphs unlocked. So first of all, let's talk about how that works. Let me find somebody here. So you get the glyph system pretty quickly, and then whenever you promote the hero colors, as you promote the hero colors, goodness, from gray to green to blue to violet, and then the different ranks of violet and the different ranks of orange, you'll unlock the third, fourth, and fifth glyph slot. And each of these glyphs, they're different for each hero, and ideally they're set up with the hero's strengths and weaknesses in mind. Not always this case, but more often than not, that's what you've got. So there really is 4 types of heroes in this game, and it's your classic Dungeons and Dragons / RPG team makeups. First of all, you have your tanks, such as Astaroth, Lilith, Aurora, those kind of tanky heroes, Galahad sometimes. You have damage dealers, and these include your marksmen, your warriors, your mages, and in some cases your tanks, yeah. And you have your support classes, support such as Anvari or Jorgen. And then finally, you have your healers, and healer and support can kind of tie in together, but healers are like Martha and Thea, Dorian. And so with these 4 classes, if you will, these 4 types of heroes, we can kind of generalize a game plan when it comes to what glyphs to level up in what order. The next thing that that gets asked of me all the time is, should I save materials to level up a glyph, at least one each day? And more often than not, just by playing the game, you're going to have enough material. So I would say go ahead and max out as much as you can. After you play the game for a little while, you'll start to get a nice little ebb and flow of how the resources work with the gold, and when am I going to have more gold, and should I not spend as much here because I know I'm going to have to spend more there. You're gonna kind of figure that out as you go along, but sometimes it's really beneficial to dump a lot into a stat. For example, if you're trying to get a new damage dealer up and you really want to get him going, you're going to want to dump a lot into him. Or if you need to strengthen up a tank real quick, you're going to need to dump a lot into him. So always level up 1 each day just to get the daily quest. And I would say dump as much as you can, level up as much as you can, 1 hero at a time, or your 5 heroes, your 5 primary heroes at a time. So without further ado, let's start with the front lines. That is the tanks. So with your tank, you want to start with the primary mitigation stat, and mitigation is what is deterring the damage from getting to that hero. And more often than not, it's armor. Sometimes it's dodge, in the case of Aurora. But really what you're going to want to do is focus on leveling up that armor glyph first. And then I would say do the health glyph next. And then in most cases, I would say do the main stat, being usually it's strength, sometimes it's some other stat, and then finally attack, and then any penetration stat that they've got. Generally speaking, if a tank has a glyph that I didn't say, you're going to want to do it last. I can't think of anything off the top of my head on any heroes, any tanks off the top of my head that has a glyph that doesn't fall into those, but mitigation, such as armor and magic defense, and then health, then your main stat, and then attack, and then any kind of penetration. That's armor or magic penetration. Let's talk about the damage dealers. So the hitters, the mages, the marksmen, the warriors. This one is also pretty straightforward. For the most part, you're going to want to focus on that armor or magic penetration first, depending on, if it's a physical attacking hero or a magical attacking hero. You're going to want to do that armor penetration. For example, Kark is a beast. He's insane, but he's not that great until you really get some good armor penetration going. Then you want to focus on your attack skill, be it magic attack or your physical attack. And then in most cases, the next would be the main stat. And then you want to talk about the defenses, health, and then after health, focus on armor or magic defense or dodge if a hero has dodge, and then like Heidi, for example. So for damage dealers, for hitters, for mages, armor or magic penetration, then physical attack or magic attack, then the main stat, agility, strength, or intelligence, then health, and then defenses. So that's generally accepted, the route that you should take when you're leveling up glyphs for your damage dealers. And again, this is just one guy's opinion. I've asked around a little bit. This is kind of the common suggested thing anytime anybody asks on the Hero Wars Discord that I'm a part of. So, of course your mileage may vary, and this is a generalization. This isn't going to be specific to every hero, and I'll give a great example of that close to the end. So for the support and the healer, it's kind of the same. And really what it comes down to is keeping these guys or girls alive as much as you can. So it's commonly suggested to do health and then your main stat, and then defense stats, and then attack stats. And the reason for it is the effect that magic attack has on your healing, that your glyph provides, isn't enough of an increase, as opposed to keeping your Thea or your Martha alive longer. So generally accepted theory is health, and then your main stat, be it intelligence or maybe agility or strength if it's a support hero, defense stats like armor, dodge, or magic defense, and then the magic or physical attack stats for those support / healers. In some cases, you might want to talk about just doing the magic attack first. In some cases, you're going to want to talk about doing maybe the health middle or last. It just really depends. For example, Martha, she's so tanky that maybe focusing on the magic attack might be better for her. But generally, health, main stat, defense, and then attack stats, such as a magic attack. And so I mentioned a couple of the exceptions, but one of the biggest exception is Nebula. And Nebula is interesting in that she has this ability that provides such a huge benefit based on her attack skill. So Equilibrium has this temporary physical and magic attack boost that's based on Nebula's physical attack. So because she sits in the middle, usually in the middle of the group, and because of how much of a crazy effect that one Violet ability has on your team, most people, and myself included, suggest building up her physical attack first and then her main stat. And the reason why you want to do that main stat is because it is agility, and because agility, let me take a step back. Whenever you increase a stat of the primary stat, so agility for Nebula, you get on top of what you usually get, which is 1 point of armor, 2 points of physical attack, in the case of agility. Since agility is the primary stat of Nebula, you also get 1 additional physical attack. So you focusing on her her physical attack glyph first, just outright, and then focusing on the agility once you get it unlocked at Violet +2, I think, has the greatest effect on her skill. So yeah, that's, and again, this is all just kind of a generalization. Specific heroes, if you want to reach out to people on the Discord, I will absolutely suggest you doing that. Of course, as always, I'll put a link to the Discord in the description below. They may just refer you to what I just said. There's a nice little command to pull up basically what I was just talking about. But in some cases, you might want to discuss why you would choose something over others. And there's a lot of people that are active 24 hours a day in that Discord. Just happy to talk to you about it. I'm in there. I have my own little channel in there if you guys want to talk to me directly. So yeah, kind of interesting little thing there. A nice little factoid, a nice little FYI. If you're trying to power level your glyphs from 0 to 40, it takes 16,550 emeralds to level up a glyph from 0 to level 40. And it takes, it looks like 1,480,750 gold, as well as the applicable runes to level up glyphs from 0 to 40. So, interesting little facts there. I'll go ahead and annotate that, during the video, so you guys can, screenshot that or write it down or whatever you need to do. So, another question that a lot of people ask me about, and I wanted to make this video primarily about the glyphs, and I'll probably do a skin video later, but a lot of people ask, which skin to level up. And there's a lot of nuances with skins. Some heroes are made or broken by their skins. If you don't have, Astaroth's barbarian skin, for example, he's not a great tank. So I would suggest getting that skin first. And so there's a lot of little nuances with skins, especially because not everybody has, an equal amount of skins. So when it comes down to it, and again, this is a generalization, you can kind of follow the same outline for your skins as you can your glyphs. So for example, if you have a tank and you're trying to figure out which skins to purchase first or which skins to level up first, you'd want to focus on your armor or magic defense or dodge. And then you'd want to focus on health skins, and then you'd want to focus on your main stat skin, and then your attack or physical or magic attack skin, and then finally penetration or other. And so you can kind of follow the same, like I said, kind of the same little outline, just to kind of get an idea of what to go with. But again, jump in the Discord, jump in that channel, and there's a whole section of the Discord that's titled Tactical Discussion, and all it is nonstop people asking questions and people helping. And I'm recording this video at 11:45 at night, and there are 23 people online, and myself included. So check that out. But yeah, I think I'm pretty well going to wrap this video up at this time. I want to thank you guys again for helping me grow this channel as much as it's gotten to. It's been such a trip. I am excited for the future, and I'm looking forward to getting more and more videos out. So if you haven't already, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing. But your viewership is more than enough for me. So this is Charlie with Hero Wars Central, and I thank you for hanging out with me this evening or this morning, whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Thanks.